Yeah, everybody, look at that face. Look at that face.
So gorgeous.
So cute. That's Riley, and this is Dr. Jeff Werber. You know, you're vet to the stars. You've been on Dr. Oz. I even read that you won an Emmy.
Yeah, I won an Emmy.
Yeah. For all the advice that you've done, this is only your second time to Toronto, but today you've come here to talk about pet health and summertime pet health.
Absolutely. You know, first of all, you wouldn't know it today, but it's usually hot in Toronto during the summer, right?
Yeah.
And everywhere in the country. And I don't think we really pay enough attention to how hot it could be and how dangerous it could be for our pets. You know, you mentioned earlier about leaving pets in cars. I mean,
can't believe that people do
it still
that.
happens, and it's frightening. Never do it. Don't ever leave your pet in the car.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about hydration, how important it is. If you want to get out there, and one thing we want them to get out, we want them to exercise, we want them to have fun. It's great bonding, but we need to make sure they're well hydrated. So there's some great ideas. Just take some water with you to tell if your pet's dehydrated or not. You can do a few things. You can just check their coat. If their coat is nice and moist and shiny, that's a good sign. If you look at their gums, you want to make sure it's nice and slimy. Okay, that also is a good thing. And if not, so think about having water with you and just understanding the signs. And also foods. Foods are important. You know, 70% of people feed their pets, adult dogs especially, only dry food, and even cats. And you want to think about wet food as well because it's a great source of hydration.
So
it's a great source of water. I think I'm a fan of doing both all the time and mixing the wet and dry. Teeth, another thing to look at. Now you wouldn't know Riley here is a magnificent golden who's only a year. So you don't look at his teeth and think, oh my God, all dogs' teeth like this. But you will not see much more gorgeous teeth. But most dogs, especially adult dogs over 3, if you look back here, you're going to start seeing a lot of tartar and plaque. So think about some great things you can do. One is the types of toys you give them to chew on. And another thing, this is where the dry food comes in handy, because if you feed dry food, then as they're crunching, you'll get rid of a lot of that tartar and that lot of plaque.
One of our hosts on the show was talking yesterday about getting his dog's teeth brushed. Is that a good idea?
Oh, God. You know, I tell clients this. Brush your dog's teeth every day. If you only do it once or twice a week, I'll still be thrilled. But no, people don't do it as much as they have to do much more often than they do. And in summertime, you want to get out. You know, look, what most of us sit. Oh yes, you see the food. You see the food. Well, you know, most of us, right, during the winter, we take time off. And we might put on a few pounds. Dogs are no different. You want to make sure they're in great shape.
Exercise.
So all these exercise things, and it's the ball. You know, we're talking exercise, we're talking playing ball, and all of a sudden Riley's going nuts because he loves that stuff. And again, just make sure before starting any exercise program during the summer especially, it's a great time to take your pets in, have them checked by a veterinarian. Organ health is critical, is essential. And again, we are what we eat. And again, so it gets back to foods, making sure that you're keeping them healthy, keeping them hydrated. And you know, wet food and dry food combination is great. You got the teeth, you got the hydration. So there's so many things that you can do, but the concept is really to enjoy them, to have fun with them. And you know, when I hear people don't have dogs, Frank.
I'll get there. I have a 16-year-old right now. I bought them a robotic dog.
There you go. There you go. It's okay. I said I have 5 at home. You can borrow one of mine any time.
So what is something that it may be an indication that there's something going wrong with our
Well, you know, it's energy. To look at them, a great thing, you're petting them. If you lift up a dog's skin like this, you see how fast his skin goes down? When animals are dehydrated, when they're not right, as I say, ADR, ain't doing right. Then you're going to notice that you're going to lift up the skin, and when you drop it, it's going to stay up for a little. It's going to go down. You'll be able to watch it go down slowly, and that's not good. So that's a sign.
On a hot day, they get a little bit lethargic anyways,
Absolutely. On a hot day, always make sure that you have access of water all the time. Make sure that if you're going to exercise with your pet, and by the way, I think it's a great thing to do, early morning or late evening. And also one thing to keep in mind, pavement, especially asphalt, retains heat for a long time.
Yeah, it does.
So if you're going to do even in the evening, you want to make sure that you have some sort of protection for their pads, or wait even later than you think you'd want to walk in. Like instead of 7 o'clock, wait till 8 o'clock.
Awesome.
And never in the middle of the sun. And understand the signs of prostration or heat stroke, excessive panting, where you know you have an active dog and they're starting to slow down and they're panting a lot and they're almost like they stop. I mean, you take a retriever out, they don't want to stop. Then it's time to take heed, stop, take a break, water, etc.
Well, thanks for the advice this morning. Once again, it's Dr. Jeff Werber. For more information, go to petmixedfeeding.ca. And of course, you can check for all the information right here on our website. Happy pets. Always. And he's going to make me get a dog. I can see it right now. We're going to take a break right now from Breakfast Television. Riley.